There exists an ancient secret hidden deep within us, a force so profound that it's been both revered and vilified across the ages, a power so potent that it dares to confront our very essence, revealing to us our true divine nature. This is the force of inner fire, an energy that has ignited prophets, mystics, and alchemists alike. But why has this sacred flame been cloaked in mystery? Why has society for centuries turned away from understanding its true nature? Today, we peel back the veils that obscure this inner sanctum and explore the true potential hidden within your own vitality, a path of awakening, transmutation, and liberation. Are you ready to unveil the secret that has been whispering at the edge of your consciousness? Since time immemorial, civilizations have recognized that within our bodies lies a divine energy, an inner flame that governs both creation and destruction. Mythologies across cultures echo the story of fire stolen from the gods, a symbol not just of literal flame, but of primal, creative power. Take Prometheus, the titan who defied the divine to bring fire to humanity. His gift was more than heat. It was the birth of our ability to shape reality, to innovate, and to ascend beyond mortal limitations. But as with all great gifts, the divine fire came with a price, a reminder of the sacred boundary, a warning etched into our collective myths. This myth isn't just ancient allegory, it's the blueprint of our true nature. Our fire, our vitality, is connected to the very essence of life itself, a spark that can either enslave us in fleeting pleasures or elevate us into realms of higher consciousness. What exactly is this fire? It's the energy that fuels our existence, more than sex, more than instinct. It's the core of vitality, what some call the spark of creation. It's what ancient temples, from Isis's sacred chambers to the sacred texts of Tantra, whispered about in secret. This energy flows through us, spiraling along the central axis of our being, the spinal column. When awakened consciously, it rises through the chakras, transforming base desire into pure light, awakening dormant powers within. But here's the truth. This fire has been hidden, suppressed, even vilified by institutions that fear its capacity for liberation. They knew this energy, when mastered, can dissolve the illusion of separation, that the divine is not outside us, but immersed within our very flesh. Throughout history, sacred traditions have recognized the dual nature of this energetic fire. It's a force of paradox. It can imprison or liberate, enslave or free. In ancient Egypt, the sacred union of male and female, symbolized in divine temples, represented the harmony of this energy. In India, Tantra celebrated the sacredness of desire, transforming it into a pathway of spiritual awakening. In Greece, Dionysian rites honored the ecstatic power of the body, merging pleasure with divine consciousness. These traditions understood that sexuality isn't separate from the divine, it is a gateway, if consciously harnessed, toward enlightenment. Hermetic wisdom echoes this truth, the image of two serpents entwined around a staff, a symbol of balance and alchemical transformation. It portrays the potential of this fire nestled at the base of the spine, waiting to be awakened. But why was this energy shrouded in secrecy? Why was it transformed into taboo? The answer lies in power, an ancient understanding that whoever controls this fire controls destiny. Control, in the hands of those seeking dominance, turned this force into shame and repression. Pleasure was demonized. The body became a prison, and the vital fire was suppressed, dimming the light that could make us truly free. In the sacred rites of Egypt, the practice of resurrection of vitality was a secret art. Not resurrection of dead bodies, but the resurrection of the dormant energy within the living. This process involved channeling sexual energy upwards, nourishing higher consciousness, transforming desire into insight, instinct into intuition, pleasure into power. This awakening was about more than just physical release. It was a conscious act of alchemy, of transforming the dense, raw energy at the base of the spine into a luminous, spiritual force. They understood that without awareness, fire rages wildly and uncontrollably. But with mastery, that same fire becomes a guiding light, an inner sun illuminating our highest potential. In spiritual traditions like Tantra and Taoism, this transformation is called sublimation. It's about guiding the energy up the subtle channels of the body along the spinal axis, from the Muladhara, base, to the Sahasrara, crown. The goal isn't merely retention, but the conscious elevation of vitality, an awakening of the dormant serpent at the base, leading to Kundalini's ascent, unlocking expanded states of consciousness. But it's crucial to understand, it's not suppression or repression that produces power. It's conscious transmutation. Channeling desire intentionally, without dissipation, without losing it in unconscious acts. Alchemy teaches us that transmutation isn't about denial, it's about elevation. Turning the lead of dense desire into the gold of divine inspiration. Many believe that controlling sexual energy means total abstinence. But true mastery is more nuanced. It's about consciousness, knowing when to act, when to hold, and how to direct that energy, transforming it into focus, creativity, and inspiration. Tesla, the master inventor, once spoke of this principle, his ability to channel vital energy into breakthroughs that changed the world. His secret, sublimating sexual energy into innovations. The key isn't repression, but purification, cleansing our hearts of shadows and fears. Power without purity is dangerous. When desire is unfiltered, it fuels chaos, not clarity. Ascended masters knew that to truly transmute, the heart must be aligned, radiant with love and intention. Only then can the inner fire be directed with purpose, creating a magnetic force that transforms not just ourselves, but the reality around us. This is the essence of magnetism. A magnetic aura that radiates from within, attracting opportunities, harmony, abundance, simply because one embodies a higher vibrational state. Modern science has begun to explore this unseen realm. The human heart generates a magnetic field thousands of times more powerful than the brain. This electromagnetic aura influences everything: people nearby, environments, even outcomes. Mystics have long believed that when sexual energy is consciously elevated, this field becomes even more luminous, an invisible force that influences reality in subtle yet profound ways. When your inner fire burns steadily and consciously, you become a living magnet, drawing toward you the circumstances, relationships, and opportunities aligned with your highest vibration. This interconnected energetic web, what ancient traditions call the aura or astral light, shapes the fabric of reality. Thoughts, feelings, intentions all leave imprints on this subtle field. When you consciously transmute your sexual energy, you're not just affecting yourself, you're sculpting the very probabilistic fabric of your life and the collective consciousness. It's as if your transformed energy creates ripples, reaching far beyond your physical presence, influencing the patterns of your experience and even the collective flow of energy in the world. This magnetism isn't a trick or a strategy. It's an inner state of being. The more whole and aligned you are within, the more the universe begins to reorganize itself around your presence. Master alchemists understood this well. Their radiant energy wasn't just attractive physically, it was an expression of inner mastery, of a soul fully anchored in divine presence. As a result, opportunities unfolded effortlessly. Synchronicities seemed to flock around those who carried this sacred fire. The modern inner alchemist recognizes that whether one chooses celibacy or an active sexual life, the true secret lies in awareness. It's about conscious use. Every intention, every action becomes a spiritual ritual, an act of cultivating and directing energy inward. The real power isn't in repression, it's in deliberate awareness, crafting a sacred dialogue with your own vitality. When you learn to be fully present, body, mind, and spirit, your energy becomes a vessel for transformation. And this is where the magic truly unfolds. Because when you develop mastery over your own fire, you're not just controlling desire, you're elevating it, turning fleeting sparks into eternal flames. Inner union, balancing the masculine and feminine, symbolizes the harmonious ascent of this vital fire. It's a sacred meeting of opposites taking place within each of us. When these energies align, they ignite a profound transformation, a merging of heaven and earth, of spirit and matter. In that sacred inner garden, desire is no longer an enemy, but a divine messenger. The body ceases to be a prison. Instead, it becomes a temple of awakening, an altar of divine love. This process is neither quick nor easy. It demands discipline, patience, and devotion. But the reward, a luminous presence, an irresistibly magnetic force that radiates from within, attracting not just love, but abundance, inspiration, and clarity. When sexual energy is consciously transmuted, it radiates outward as an invisible but palpable magnetism, a force that guides opportunities, attracts inspired ideas, and opens doors you never knew existed. This inner magnetism is rooted in the state of being. It's a reflection of your internal vibrational frequency. As you elevate your consciousness, the external world begins to reorganize itself to mirror your inner mastery. The greatest masters knew power doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from becoming a vibrational match to what you desire. And that begins with mastery over your own vitality. The universe dances around those who have ignited their inner fire, not by force or manipulation, but through radiant authenticity. Who you are becomes your most potent magnet. This is the essence of true alchemy, transforming desire into creative power, turning your internal energy not just to manifest external results, but to elevate your entire being into a luminous presence. And in that state, all things become possible. Practicing this mastery day after day becomes a sacred ritual, a path of inner fire that, when consciously sustained, illuminates your entire existence. So remember, your vital fire isn't just a primal instinct, it's a divine gift, an ancient secret waiting patiently for your awareness to awaken it. Harness it with consciousness, purify your heart, direct this power inward and upward. And as you do, you'll discover that the greatest alchemy of all isn't turning lead into gold. It's transforming yourself into the radiant, irresistible force you were always meant to be. Because in the dance of inner fire, the universe responds to the one who dares to ignite their true power. Thank you for embarking on this journey within.